Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for hitting that play button for me. I appreciate you guys when you do that. If you are new here and this is your first time stopping by, my name's Karen. You are at the loft, so that makes you wicked smart. And I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button so you can join us for my future videos. Today, we are going to be working on some coastal Christmas DIYs. Most of you know that I lost my dad at the end of June this year, and 14 days later, on the 4th of July, I also lost my youngest cousin to ovarian cancer. So, needless to say, we didn't have much of a summer. I canceled my summer rental, which happens to be the 4th of July week every year. I rent my childhood cottage that my parents used to rent when we were kids. And now I get to bring my grandkids. And my sisters have summer places where they go to Maine and New Hampshire. And obviously, all of that was put on hold this year. But fortunately, I have friends that are family and they own the property next door to where I stay, and they offered me their cottage anytime I wanted to go when I was ready. And it just so happened that I was able to get some time off from work and go about a week and a half ago when we were in the middle of some beautiful 80-degree weather in September. And it was so beautiful and just what my soul needed. But on the way, as I was driving there, I'm thinking to myself, well, there's a Hobby Lobby there, and wouldn't it be fun if I could squeak out some coastal Christmas DIYs and shoot it all at the beach and take you guys along with me and show you some of the little things that I get to see when I am in my happy place. So, with that being said, let's not waste any more time and get right into DIY number 1. Okay, so for this DIY, I was inspired by this bowl. It was on their island in the cottage, and I absolutely loved the colors, and it very quickly became my color palette and my inspiration for these Christmas DIYs. Okay, so we're going to get started with this one, and I'm going to make these are the plastic balls from the Dollar Tree. They're not glass, but I want them to look like the glass boobies that you find in nautical decor. So I'm taking a length of twine, I don't know, it was maybe 10 or 12 inches. That particular measurement is not really important. And then I'm going to take about 5 strands that are about 24 inches long, and I'm going to fold them in half and give them a little slip knot. I'm going to do that with all 5 of them, and I'm going to get them evenly spaced apart. And then I will take the ends of that shorter piece of twine that they are slip knotted onto, and I will tie the ends together. And you'll see that it makes like a little ring with these 5 little tails kind of coming out out the sides of them. And I put it over the top of the ornament, like where the top of the ornament is, where the cover goes onto. That's not where it's going to end up. It's going to end up on the bottom of the ornament, but it really helped in getting all the knots tied together. You'll see what I mean as we go along here. So see how it just kind of slips on. It's like the perfect size, goes right over top. When I try to get it all knotted around to the underneath part of the ornament, it really helps me hold it in place while I do that. So I don't even know if I'm doing this right. This is how my eyes told me it was probably done. I'm going to take the left piece of one and then the right piece of another. I'm going to pinch them together, and I'm just going to tie them in a knot. I'm going to do that for all 5 strands side by side until all those sides are all tied, keeping them kind of evenly spaced from the center ring. I want those little triangles kind of be the same size. Once I get that done, Then I go ahead and do that process again by taking one strand from the left, one strand from the right, tying them together, and it ends up making a little diamond shape looking. It's going to look like a little fishnet when we're done. You'll see what I mean. Just keep watching.
I'm picking up books to get inside the heads of the ones who happen to life instead of it happening to them. I wonder if I'll make a difference like that, even if it don't happen fast.
So I did that left piece, right piece, tied in a knot, kind of steps over and over again for 3 rows till I got to the bottom of the ornament. So now I'm going to take that off. You saw me flip it around, and I put the little circle that we started with on the bottom of the ornament, and I am eventually going to cut those tails, stuff it into the top, and put the cap back on. But first we're going to color them. Now, I did think watching this back that the clear ball with the netting on it was really pretty. And how cute would that be with like fairy lights stuck inside and put on your tree maybe? Those would be really pretty. But we're going to paint the inside of these ornaments so that it looks like glass with the shiny outside. And I do that with the colors that I was inspired by and in the dish that was on the island in the cottage when I got here. So I'm going to let these dry overnight, and then I will put the nets on. I stuff them in. You'll see. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to take some jute, and I'm going to wrap the well, first I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to make a new loop because we take the little metal loop out. I'm taking 2 pieces of twine. I'm going to twist them together, and I think I use my tacky glue as I twist them together so that it gets stiff and it hardens. I really would have rather have used some jute covered wire, but I did not have any on me as I am crafting on the go. So I'm just going to saturate it with this tacky glue, twist it together, tie it in a knot, and let that dry. And then I'll slip that through the little metal cap of the ornament after it hardens up and it dries. And that is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to give it a quick slip knot, cut those tails, or not, I don't know, can't remember if I do, and set that aside to dry. Then I take the tails of the twine that we did our little made our little fishnet with, and I'm going to cut those a little bit so they're not so long. Oh, I did, yes, yeah, I don't think you saw me, or maybe I'm going to do it here. Nope, I think I already did it. While I let those, before I did that, before I put the net on, I put some tacky glue on the bottom of the ornament where the jute was going to touch. and I let that dry so it wouldn't slip around on me as I was working on it. So here you see I knotted it, all the ends together. I'm going to give it a little haircut and stuff it right into this ornament. This is the next day. Is this the next day? Oh my gosh. I can't remember. I think it is the next day. I did let them dry overnight. I did. I let them drip overnight. And now I'm going to take the little wire ring out. I'm going to open this. I'm going to open the cap way up because now I've made it even wider with those little pieces of jute all around. So I had to struggle a little bit to get this loop through the topper, but I made it, and I just stuff it right in there, and I glue it down good, and then I wrap the whole thing with some more jute. So I'll just let this play out so you can see how I get this finished and how they look in the bowl when they're done.
Bigger than me, taking my time, giving to me, paint my life into a masterpiece, coloring it how I want it to be. Won't stop till I see what I want to see. I'm picking up books to get inside the heads of the ones who happen to life instead.
You guys know, if you've been watching me, that I don't like the fuzzies on the jute. So I quickly go over it with my lighter to get all of that off. I just love the way it makes the jute look. I just think it finishes it off. Obviously, you got to do it kind of quick so you don't melt the ornament. And here they are. I took them down to the beach to take some pictures and a little bit of video. Let me know what you think. I ended up leaving these behind as a little thank you for letting me stay. Let's get into DIY number 2. For this DIY, I grabbed one of these wooden canvases from the Hobby Lobby. I don't know why they were on clearance. I love these things. They make a great sign. And they were marked down. I think the size was only about, I don't know, maybe $5. I think it's a 12 by 12. It's a great size. And I'm just giving it a rough coat with my white chalk paint. I just wanted like a whitewash, beachy, distressed background for our little crab that we're going to paint by hand. And I don't want you to be intimidated because when you break it down, it's just kind of a bunch. His body's kind of an oval, right? With some little jagged edges. And then I realized as I was sketching out and painting the legs, that the sections of the legs that, get to the claw part are kind of like parentheses. Like you make like a little curved line on one side, a little curved line on the other side, and then you're going to kind of make a few of those together to kind of make it look like his little legs, and then a claw at the end is pretty easy to do. I ended up pulling up an image on my phone and I traced it out. I just kind of made like a little sketch of it and kept that close by so I could reference it as I was doing it. And while I didn't want to do it in pencil because I wanted a watery colored look and I didn't want the pencil to show through. So I just used the lightest blue that I had and I watered it down a lot. And I just kind of sketched out the crab with like that. And then I added the paint and layers of darker blue and some white as we went along. But you'll see that in a minute. So for right now, I'm using a square tipped brush, brand new. I just picked up in a little package at the Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to do this lettering by hand. And the brush makes it really, really easy. Because of the square tip, I get a nice sharp edge and I just kind of drag that down on the left side. And then I'm doing like a skinnier line on the right side. I don't want to say it's not really Ray Dunn. It's not like a Ray Dunn font, but it's a popular font and it's easy to do if you have the right tools. So just enjoy the process as I get this lettering done. It's going to say Santa on the top, Claus on the bottom, CLAWS.
There's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I'll align higher. I'm the one beating my heart's pattern, following the signs. They say I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
Okay, this is where I'm going to show you how I watered down my light blue paint. And I'm just making like an oval. I'm not being too picky about it. Like I said, it's got irregular edges on it. And then I get out my little sketch that I drew. See, he's wearing a little Santa hat. And this is where I kind of go in and do his legs. So his first set of legs are chunkier. And see, I'm just kind of making like little parentheses. Bigger ones, narrower ones, and then tiny ones. And then it's pretty easy to do a quick little claw. It's almost like a little comma. One side's a little bit longer. The other side of the claw is a little bit shorter. So I do that for all of his claws. They're all kind of the same kind of shape. They're just different thicknesses. You know, the little ones that go around the side, they get a little skinnier. And then the little ones at the bottom are little short, chubby ones. So I just get them all filled in. I sketch in his... Actually, do I sketch it in? I don't. I think I end up just going right into the red paint and painting on his little crooked Santa hat. And then I go in with the darker blue and then some white, and I kind of swirl it together while all the paint is wet. And you'll see how I bring this little crab to life.
In dreams bigger than me, taking my time, giving to me, paint my life into a masterpiece, coloring it how I want it to be. Won't stop till I see what I want to see. There's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I'm picking up books to get inside the heads of the ones who happen to life instead of it happening to them. I wonder if I'll make a difference like that, even if it don't happen fast. Ooh, there's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. Ooh, I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I know I'll be her. I'm the one who gets to be her. I see the signs that I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Never lie. I stay in my hide. Let the world follow behind. I know it's all how I make my mind. I'm the one who gets to decide. No, I'll never lie. Oh, I stay in my hide.
I'm trying to add like the little white fuzzies around the edge of his hat and his little pom-pom. It's a little bit hard to show up on the white canvas, so I end up adding like a tiny little bit of blue to add into that for some shadowing, and I go back a couple times in a couple of certain spots with the red to darken that up to look like his little hat is folded over. And excuse me, guys, my allergies are kicking my butt. It was like 85 degrees here today. It's crazy. So this was really fun, you guys. Give it a try. Don't be intimidated. It's only paint. And if you end up not liking your project, you can always sand it back and paint over and start all over again. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can tell by the lighting, but it's getting to be very late at night. And I'm getting tired at this point, but I'm really excited to get these DIYs done. So I put the finishing touches on his little Santa hat. I let it dry, and then I take my bristle brush. It's like a stiff bristle, soft bristle brush. Look how cute that came out. You guys can do this, right? So here I am. I'm just going to, like a dry brush, kind of go over it, just to kind of weather it and soften those colors a little bit. Make it look like it's maybe been a sign that's been left out at the beach. Let me know what you guys think, and if you might give this little crabby a try.
There's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. Ooh, I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I'll align higher. I'm the one beating my heart's pattern, following the signs. They say I'm getting closer.
You can do this, you guys. I promise you, you can. So here it is the next morning in my happy place, and I went for a quick walk on the beach, and then I drove up the coast to my favorite little lobster shack to get me some yummy goodness we call fluffy chowder around here. And when I tell you, it is well worth the trip if you're anywhere near the Hampton Seacoast, you need to come get some fluffy chowder at the Rye Lobster Pound. It is our regular, well, I shouldn't say regular, very sweet, creamy clam chowder topped with an abundance of lobster meat that has been poached in a butter sherry sauce. It is out of this world. So, so delicious. Look at those chunks of lobster. I can't even. Okay, so let's get into DIY number 3. You saw a sneak peek of him in the reveal with our little Santa Claus. So I got this little guy half off at Hobby Lobby. I think he only ended up being like $3. I tried painting over his black gloves with some greenish tealy blue, but it didn't work. So I thought the texture and the color of his body reminded me of sand. And as soon as I saw him, I knew that he would be a perfect little beachy snowman. So I decided to give him a makeover. And I found that little pack of, I don't know what kind of shells they are, but they're the perfect shade of that turquoisey blue. So here I am, I'm fighting to get this wreath off of his neck. I take the jingle bells off the front where his buttons, and I just end up cutting down the felt and cutting out new ones of the turquoise felt that I bought, and I cover up his red hat. I have some red and white striped ribbon that I use to make him a new scarf. And I just kind of cover up all of the traditional red and green Christmassy elements for all the beachy stuff. So I loved his little hands. They were so fun to play with. That little twisted wire makes really cute arms. So there I go. There goes his buttons. Now I'm just going to put on the shells, cover up his hat and his mittens, and this guy is ready for a trip to the beach.
Bigger than me, taking my time, giving to me, paint my life into a masterpiece, coloring it how I want it to be. Won't stop till I see what I want to see. Ooh, there's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. Ooh, I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I'll align higher. I'm the one beating my heart's pattern, following the signs. They say I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm picking up books to get inside the heads of the ones who happen to life instead of it happening to them. I wonder if I'll make a difference like that, even if it don't happen fast. Ooh,
All right, now he's got some new mittens and he's got a new hat. And I'm just going to take my little Cricut picker. Oh, I already did that. You saw me do that. I was fluffing up the trim around his hat to kind of cover up where the two came together there. And his hat had a little bit of wire in it, and I was kind of playing with it. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the hat, but I end up flipping the tip down, like folding it over and putting another little seashell on the end like it was a little pom-pom on his hat. So here I am just gluing on these little seashells. I found the littlest ones in the package. And then you'll see I used the bigger one for a cute little DIY at the end. I love them. I need to research them and find out what kind of shell they are. If they're real, if they're manufactured, I don't know, but they're very tiny and the colors are just perfect for this beachy snowman. So here I figured out I'm just going to fold it down, put a little shell on it for a little pom-pom, and then I just put the scarf around his neck. I cut some ribbon, cut some of that red and white stripe ribbon, and give him a little scarf. And this guy is ready. He's all done. Let me know what you think in the comments. Talk it up.
So much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. Ooh, I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I'll align higher. I'm the one beating my heart's pattern, following the signs. They say I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm picking up books to get inside the heads of the ones who happen to life instead of it happening to them.
So I realized after I got home from my little vacation that I never took video of this guy by himself on the beach. All I have is the photo. The only video I took of him was with the painting of the crab. So this is him. I absolutely love it. That little tree is also from Hobby Lobby. Let me know what you think. And let's get into DIY number 4. So when I got to the cottage, I found this lantern that they had with a little battery operated candle in it. And I took that out and I thought, let's give it a little makeover for Christmas with a little cute little whimsical swag hanging off the top of the ring. And it's removable. I just kind of hook it on. Nothing's glued. I don't leave anything permanent in here. I put my little snowman in there and take some video of it later when I take it down to the beach. So I found these little trees. I absolutely fell in love with them. They were probably a little bit more than I wanted to spend. I think they were, I don't know, I can't read that sign. Maybe you guys can see it better than I think they were $8 each. And I got them half price. So I even think $4 was a little bit of a lot. But they're really pretty and they have a cute little wooden base and lots of glitter. And I absolutely fell in love with this juniper berry branch and these little bouncy, yeah. So I don't know if it was the roundness or the colors or whatever, but I found myself really attracted to all these ball type of stems, and I absolutely loved this stem. I don't know what it was, but it was very soft and fluffy and snowy, and I thought it would be a cute addition to this little swag. And I picked up some ribbons, but I think I only ended up using the natural ribbon with it had a really pretty white trim on the edges. I don't think I used that blue snowflake ribbon. I think it was a little too, I don't know. I didn't like it. So here I am. I'm just playing with all the little stems that I got. I'm kind of layering them here or there, trying to just get all the little pieces together to this puzzle. And I just keep fiddling with it until my eyes are happy and I like the way it looks. And then I just trim down that stem, wrap it with some twine to cover some of that up. I get it all wired together, and then it just makes like a hook that ends up on the ring of the lantern, and then I take it down to the beach, stage it in the sand with our little snowman and some more of those glittery trees, and that's it. So let me know what you guys think. A little different from something that I normally do, but I don't know. My eyes were just attracted to all these little different textured balls. Some are fluffy. The red ones are kind of felted and kind of like a woven pattern. And then the big sparkly blue ones. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Dreams bigger than me, taking my time, giving to me, paint my life into a masterpiece, coloring it how I want it to be. Won't stop till I see what I want to see. There's so much more that I feel. I won't stop until I uncover. I believe in what I feel. I won't stop until I discover all that's beyond. I'll align higher. I'm the one, beating my heart's pattern, following the signs. They say I'm getting closer.
Doesn't he look so cute in there? I think it's kind of fun and whimsical. Let me know what you guys think. And let's move on to DIY number 5. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was still $1.25, believe it or not. Cute little wooden base. I love the size of it. I thought it was really cute for like on top of a stack of books or on like a little tiered tray. Super, super cute. I love painting globes. I have a few of them in the shop that I've painted with black chalkboard paint, and have done some fun sayings on them. So this one is going to say joy to the world, and we're going to use our seashell, our bigger seashell that we saved for the O in joy. And it's pretty simple. I just give it a couple of coats of this turquoisey blue color all over, and that's it. I don't think I touch, I don't think I touch the black. I might give it like a little whitewash, a little dry brush with some white, but honestly, oh my goodness, I can't remember, you guys. As I'm watching this, I can't remember if I did that or not, but I leave the base alone because it's perfect. So it takes 2 coats, and this is a matte acrylic paint that I got at Hobby Lobby. I didn't have a whole lot of my stuff with me, so I did have to get a couple of colors, but I'm going in with my white paint marker to do the lettering by hand. You can always use a Cricut. Probably not a stencil though. This was pretty small. But I got it done with these paint pens, and then you'll see me just glue the shell on. And that's it. And that's it for this little DIY. All done. Let me know what you guys think, and if you've been able to find these little globes in your Dollar Tree. I did pick up another one, and I painted it that lime greenish color. And I'm trying to find a little starfish for the A in peace, because that one is going to say peace on earth. And if I can't find a little tiny starfish, I'll just paint one on, and I'm sorry that you don't see that also in the final reveal. So let me know what you guys think of this little shelf sitter, tier tray accessory, little globy. I absolutely love the way it came out, and I love this color blue.
Bigger than me, taking my time, giving to me, paint my life into a masterpiece, coloring it how I want it to be.
I know that was a super quick reveal for you guys, but I mean, look at how cute that is. Not a whole lot to see, but anyways, it would not be a Coastal Christmas DIY video without some seashell ornaments. So while I was out up the harbor, I took a walk on the beach and I dug up 20 perfect shells just in case I had an extra for my little kiddos back at home in the 2nd grade. Painted them all up with the pretty colors of this color scheme that we went with today. Gold gilded the edges with that gold marker and painted all their names. I didn't have my drill with me, or I would have drilled a hole in them and strung them up with some pretty ribbons. But they loved them nonetheless. So, thank you for watching, you guys. You know I appreciate you and the time that you take to spend here with me. And please show me the love by giving all those YouTube buttons a tap. Like, share, and subscribe. And get ready for some more Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next one.